But Tonga enter the final on the back of a victory over New Zealand on their own soil. Dylan Edwards places the ball. The final's underway. And the opening collisions will rattle the foundations of combat as Fanua Blake comes rampaging back past the 20-metre line. And now Hamoli Olakawatu. Manly's wrecking ball. Tackled strongly by Yo in combination with Carrigan. And now Felice Kafusi busted the first attempt to tackle. He played 4 games in the green and gold. He's trying to deny them another trophy success this afternoon. Taumalolo to the halfway and a fast play of the ball. And Eli Katoa. Inside Australian territory, Havili in the number 9 again today, and the ultra-impressive Isaiah Katoa sends it up into the sky where Xavier Coates is waiting. And now the hammer tries to evade the tackle of Sione Katoa. Goes out past the 10, Dearden, Edwards, and now Lomax. And this will be his home ground as a Parramatta Eel from season 2025 onwards. Harry Grant. And Collins has rattled in a good shot up around the ball. And Carrigan. One of the most experienced Kangaroos, his 11th test this afternoon. There's that shot with Havili, showing all of his oomph into it.
Well, you can see the difference in the power of the forward pack. The first set of 6 for Tonga, they moved the ball 60 metres upfield. Australia moved it 30.
Now Tuilola here can't evade the desperate clutches of Tom Trbojevic. They were both there that afternoon, those 2 players, Trbojevic and Lola here. The memorable afternoon at Eden Park back in 2019. We've seen vision of it in the coverage today. A victory for Tonga over the Kangaroos in a monumental day for Pacific Rugby League. Played by Fanua Blake, Havili, now Lehigh Hopawate in his 3rd test at 19 years of age, the youngest of the Tongans out there. Katoa again. Edwards the target. Although Coates is able to get over there and take the catch.
Yeah, Tongan coach Christian Wolf, he'd be really happy with the way that his team started. You see Tom Dearden just go down the short side, take a bit of space. And that's the second time that Isaiah Katoa, the halfback of the Dolphins, he's just put the ball in the corner.
And now on the back of some offloading here. I would imagine that would be one of the tactics the Kangaroos are thinking about, moving this big Tongan pack around. Hudson Young. And the last Canberra Raider to start a test match in the 2nd row for Australia was Josh Papali'i on debut back in 2013. It's been a long time. The hammer now in space. Great covering tackle. Paul Alamotti. Now Moses running from dummy half. Away to Dearden. He'll kick out wide. He was looking for Lomax. He's gone over his head. And the ball bounces favourably and back in Tongan possession.
Well, Lomax was in field. He was chasing the football. And boy, the Australians look dangerous going to the left-hand side with Hamiso.
And in turn, there's an overlap out wide of Tonga decide to spin it, but Felice Kafusi's tackled. Played it to Havili. And now Eli Katoa. Good shot. Katoa Vig Crichton. Another great individual duel. And now Jason Taumalolo. How good's he been the back part of the season? He's getting better the further the season has progressed. And now Fanua Blake. It's a good 1-2 punch, isn't it? The 2 co-captains deep inside Kangaroo territory. Another kick by Katoa. He's kicking towards that sunny side of the ground. And Xavier Coates has been the recipient of all 3 kicks so far.
Yeah, although Tonga are winning the field position battle, I feel the Kangaroos are creating more opportunities, more quick play the balls, more fractures in the defensive line. And it takes bravery and courage to use the football. And now they get a penalty.
I hope at home you can hear the singing and the atmosphere coming through the television. First set start for the Aussies. Let's see what they got.
Here's Collins. Confronted up on the halfway. Back down to Brad. It's been a warm afternoon. In fact, it was blisteringly hot this morning. Has it cooled at all?
Yeah, it has. As you can see when you look at the field, there's not much sunshine on the field anymore, so that's cooled down. There's a big breeze behind the Tongans, and as you were talking about, Joey, it goes from screams to hymns very quickly. I don't know what's more intimidating.
Well, there's a scream, and they've got reason to because Crichton's coughed it up.
Yeah, it was a big play by Isaiah Katoa, the young 20-year-old halfback. Just chased Angus Crichton. He pushed away at the start and went back towards the middle of the field. And the young halfback from the Redcliffe Dolphins, he chased him. Just look at the effort here. Just dislodges the ball and creates the error.
We see so many exciting players in the game, Andrew, and the Reece Walshes and the like. Where's this Isaiah Katoa stand amongst them?
I'll rate him right up there. I have no doubt, if he chooses to play State of Origin for New South Wales, once Nathan finishes up and Mitchell Moses, he's the next one in, without a shadow of a doubt. Just watch how straight he plays with the ball. I think he's probably the straightest halfback in the competition, the way he plays. Straight halfbacks. I like the loose ones.
Captain coach. So, Olakau'atu. And now Felice Kafusi on the 30. Wrapped up by Crichton, who presented Tonga with his chance through that lost ball. Katoa. There he is, straightens things up and creates an overlap. Sione Katoa diving and scoring.
Well, Andrew Johns just spoke about this young man, Isaiah Katoa. And we gravitate to the speed and the footwork of some of our young stars. Just watch the deception of this young man. Mature beyond his years. And this is a beautiful play. Watch the halfback. Captain gets it to the halfback. He drifts across and just plays slow. He sits the defence in their chair and creates the chance for Hopewadi. And then Katoa finishes it off beautifully.
Well, the key on this angle, watch the way he straightens and pulls in, double pump and pulls in Hemiso there. He gets across field, but the way he turned the corner and straightened the attack, which made Hemiso bite in, which created the 2-on-1 on the outside. He is so gifted. He understands time and space, how far to go into the line. He changes the speed of his run. Still only 20. He's a superstar. Freddie?
Well, he drew the error at the other end of the field with some determination and effort. And then down this end, he provided the points with a little bit of grace. And speaking about State of Origin, Nelly Katoa, you've got to think at some stage, eligibility, international eligibility has to be looked at. They can't lose him to international football in Tonga, and they can't lose him to State of Origin as well. The fact that they're beating New Zealand at the moment says eligibility in international football needs to be at the top of the agenda.
Freddie, just describe the noise that's going on in the stadium right now.
Mate, when they scored the try, I looked up and it felt like the red was coming at me, like they were falling out of the grandstand. I don't know if it's because of the noise, it's the scream. It's so intense. And then they break out in song and it's so gentle.
Well, he kicked them through to the final last week. He's orchestrated the first try, albeit with a brilliant put down by Katoa. Sione Katoa, that is, and Isaiah can't shape it back, but it's Tonga 4-0.
Stay behind!
Dylan Edwards with the resumption. And Taumalolo, a Tongan national hero. My goodness, there'll be 18 of them if they can win here today. for Paul Alamotti. Runs into three of his Panthers premiership teammates in the opposition today. One of them making his test debut in the shape of Lindsay Smith, who we'll see later in the green and gold of Australia. Now, Felice Korfusi. 4 plays used. Already out to the halfway, and Fanua Blake. Oh, second effort there by Carrigan. There was almost a case for 6 more tackles, but not ruled. Pressure there by Hudson Young. Another perfect kick from Katoa, and he was shielded, Dylan Edwards, from the oncoming pursuit by Zach Lomax. The referee said it was okay. Coates gets sat down in a thumping tackle, and now Lomax again. Nowhere to go. 3 tackles gone. Australia stuck in the mud. This is absolutely dominant through the first 10 minutes by Tonga. Edwards trying something, some ball movement, and they've opened up some space. Here's the hammer. Cut off on the inside again by Alamotti. And Dearden kicking into the teeth of this breeze that Brad said is favouring this Tongan outfit quite profoundly at the moment. Back comes Lehigh Hopewadi.
Well, that was an incredible set by the Tongans. You could see the energy there off the football. Now they start their set on the 40-metre line.
And the veteran Daniel Tupou.
I think there's an injury here to Hudson Young. He's up and moving. He is charging Taumaloa. Absolutely charging.
Fanua Blake, Katoa. Eli Katoa, back to Isaiah Katoa. Away to Kafusi, now Fanua Blake. He looks up and sees a fairly steadfast kangaroo wall. One-on-one Olakau'atu with Moses. Tackle made there by Crichton with some added assistance. Now Lola he is going to step up and kick out wide. Sione Katoa racing after it. It's been tapped back by Tonga, but Grant's there. And he had to be. And now he tries to sprint away from his own end.
Yeah, he's always there, Harry Grant. And he keeps his feet moving towards the football. It was danger if it wasn't.
Here's Tom Trebojevic with 4 tries in his last 6 tests. Super fast play the ball that time. Edwards scurries, beats the first tackle. And gets out as far as Fanua Blake. Penalty. Third tackle penalty.
Yeah, they just created some quickness of the play the balls, the Kangaroos. And off the back of that, they drew a penalty. They get to go on the attack here.
To the hands of Carrigan. He'll be tackled midfield. To recommence this set, Australia in prime real estate for the first time in the test match. Strong run by Collins. Harry Grant. Isaiah go. Moses out the back. Edwards fast hands on, and Lomax can't handle it.
It was a good hassle from Daniel Tupou. They had him stretched on the edge there, but the outside defence really rushed. Be disappointed. Zach Lomax should have taken that ball. It's great hands from Tom Trebojevic. Watch the rushing defence, which forces the error. Plenty of cover too coming across for Tonga. This is what they want. They want breaks of play, 30 seconds, 45 seconds rest with errors, get their breath back. On the other hand, the Australians want ball in play, fast game. Any stop-start nature of the game is going to suit Tonga.
Good imposing defence. Coates and Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. Alamotti, great offload. Isaiah Katoa. Tackled by Crichton along with Isaiah. And now Eli Katoa, one of the Dally M second rowers of the year, had a wonderful campaign with Melbourne. try scoring whiz. Lola here, Hopperati. Moses right around the bootlaces, sweeps across in defence. But now Kohler, with all of his pace, they get 6 more plays.
Yeah, Mitchell Moses wasn't square at marker.
This is a most accomplished start by Tonga. Ability for Taumalolo. He's gone back a decade.
Wow.
18 away from the Australian line. Gee, they'll rattle the cage with 2 early tries. Oh, the Kawatu! An absolute beast. He's only 2 metres out. Taumalolo passing. Isaiah Katoa. Lehigh Hopewadi. Paul Alamoti in and away. Can he beat them? He tries to get through the gap. He's pulled down a metre out. Oh, he had to use his pace there, the hammer. Play 5. They go back. They find the 20-year-old playmaker. His kick's a fraction too big.
Yeah, Tom Trebojevic just got his left foot on the ground in the in goal before taking the ball. Here they go, the Kangaroos.
And Lomax, blistering footwork.
Well, they've got to find the energy to play now. This is when you attack.
And that's what they're thinking. Dearden through a hole. Dearden punching into the backfield. If he gives it to the hammer, it's all over. And the hammer's in. Australia from one end to the other. This is a super test match.
Yeah, it all started with Tommy Turbo. The presence of mind and the experience to get his left foot on the ground in the in goal before catching the ball. That created the 20-metre restart. And then the game's been helter-skelter. Then they had to get on their bike. There it is there. The big play, Turbo. And then once they got that quick play the ball, use the football, get it to the key players. Tommy did, and that's his game, show and go. And then once the hammer got the ball, he was too fast for Hopewadi. They go from one try line to the other.
Yeah, poor kick on the end of the set by Isaiah Katoa. It was only a couple inches too long, but you cannot get that wrong. What a try scorer he is. Freddie?
Well, not only the kick was poor, he had to make the first tackle. He ran to the left-hand side of the field. When Tom Trbojevic passed it to Zach Lomax, he made the tackle. So what that did, that missed out on one of your defenders out on that right-hand side, right where Tommy Dearden ran through. And you just knew he wasn't going to fail there, Tom Dearden. He's too much of a team man to get that wrong. Beautiful pass for Hammer and too much speed.
Yeah, the Australians worked really hard to get into position. They'd been defending their try line and doing a lot of work in the opening 15 minutes. And once you get those opportunities, you can't let them slip. You've got to use the football, get them to the key players.
Well, I can't imagine Zach Lomax will get too many boos on this ground going forward, but today he has the weight of support against him, despite the fact he's playing on Australian turf. He's got a thumping boot, but this has just faded away to the right. It's 4-all.
Stay behind! Let's go, Isaiah. Stay on side!
Well, this game is living up to everything we were hoping for. That's well done by Moses. And Collins gets rattled around the ribs.
Stay straight, wait! Go, one.
I think Lindsay Collins is going to enjoy his off-season. The last month, his ribs have been rattled that many times. Good offload.
And now Edwards playing his 6th test. He broke into the national team in last year's Pacific Championships on the wing, you'll remember. Yo. Moses now brings Trbojevic back through the middle. Taumalolo around the ankles. He's been enormous at the start of this game. Now Yo. Put the ground on play number 5 under the tackle of Hamali on the Kawatu. Here's Lomax. He's chasing after a high ball from Moses. It's a jumping contest and Lehigh Hopewadi's come down with it.
He's a good player, this young man, Lehigh Hopewadi. We've seen plenty of hot whiteys in our game. He might be the best of them.
Father John's just behind you, Billy. He wants to talk to you about that.
He told me to say that.
Well, now Sione Katoa bouncing from defender to defender. These Tongan wingers have been in blistering try-scoring form this year. Tupou 21, 17 for Katoa in Sharks colours, 38 put together. That's a good return. So it's not just bash in the middle, there's a bit of finesse out wide and plenty of pace as well. And they're playing with enormous confidence, aren't they? Lola here. It's taken a Tongan hand and been knocked on into Australia. Picked up by Lomax, and Ashley Klein is happy to let play continue.
Well, this is the period of the game here. 19 minutes into the contest. There's been a bit of fatigue put in there. A lot of end-to-end football. Not many mistakes.
Has dropped one. You do not see that. And Tonga tried to push the passing, but it is the Australian mistake that will stand. That is very un-Dylan Edwards-like.
Well, the pass was moving away from him. Watch the pass from Harry Grant's way out in front. No, the money was on. Pass was on the mark. Yeah, you never ever see that.
A real chance here for Tonga. They got two deadly back rowers. Olakawatu and Katoa on the right. Just watch the lines that they run. Big, powerful back rowers. No errors, please.
Oh, Eli Katoa. He carries his Melbourne Storm captain for a 10-metre run. Crichton and Carrigan were required to finish the play off. Billy for Malolo. Around the legs, Grant. Yo around the ball. 5 away. Whenua Blake ball playing. Lola here now. Looking for a little bit of a gap in close. He put some footwork on, but Carrigan strong again. 3 tackles down on this set. Here's Whenua Blake. Oh, it came off the hands of Isaiah Katoa backwards. He beat 1 tackle. And he's put down 12 short. Olakawatu now.
Great tackle, Mitchell Moses.
Katoa rolling it at the post. But you know what? That was clever by Edwards. He knew it was going to bounce off the post, so he covered that, but it's going to be a goal line dropout.
That was really smart.
Shot clock on.
To see the opportunity that was going to bounce off the post. And just watch Dylan Edwards, the Australian #1. He stops, knowing it's going to hit the post, and then dives on the ball. That was a dangerous situation.
Stay on side.
A short restart, well, not short enough. In fact, it was a bit of a shank from Moses, and it's back in Tongan hands. And Sione Katoa now.
If they can get Lehigh Hopewadi around the left side, there's completed sets. 10 from 10 from Tonga. Hopewadi around the left side with Olakawatu. Players in motion.
I don't know, perfect in completions in the first half. Last week, Tom.
Yeah, they were 17 from 7. Because they had them shot to pieces then.
Wrapped up around the ball. 6 more tackles. Australia are right under the pump here. Don't worry about that. This is a world-class team being challenged to the optimum. Havili. Kafusi now. And Eli Katoa launching at the line. Play back to Havili. And now inside, well, almost inside. It was a set piece, and it's a try to Daniel Tupou in magnificent circumstances. But Ashley Klein, he's asking the bucket to look. Is there obstruction somewhere along the line here?
Well, he certainly ran around him, but
continues forward.
the player who ran around past him in football. It was a wraparound. You see number 18, Tolu Kola, and he passes it to Lola here. It's a wraparound. But then he takes out Tom Trbojevic.
After passing the ball,
This will be no
Tolu
try.
causes an obstruction on Tom Trbojevic. Decision made.
And just look a little bit clunky down this end of the field, Tonga.
A lot of their attackers from the middle of the field is splitting either side. I've soon work to a sideline, open up the field, and the halves play together. I haven't really seen Katoa and Lola here playing together. They've been split left to right.
Wait.
A pair of seagulls colliding, but the bunker overruling. Penalty to Australia. The United Cup is nearly here. The world's top-ranked tennis players will arrive in Australia in December for the mixed team tennis event to be held in both Perth and Sydney. Get your tickets now. UnitedCup.com/tickets to see the world's biggest tennis superstars kicking off another super sizzling summer of tennis.
And Mel Meninga going to his bench first. Ruben Cotter on the field for Lindsay Collins.
Oh, did and dumped. Oh, the Tongan tribe love that one. And another great shot by Felice Kafusi. Crichton struggles up to play the ball. It comes to Carrigan this time. Look at the intensity of Tonga's defence here. Back to Crichton. He gets picked up and jammed. It's WWE. Moses. Lomax v Tupou. Tupou's got it. Oh, he shoveled it out the back desperately, and Lehigh Opawati covers it and saves a try, but it's going to be a goal line dropout. Gee, what was Tupou thinking?
Well, it was a great end of the set. It was all Tonga throughout the middle parts of the set. They were dominating with their defence. And then Zach Lomax competing for the football, and Tupou ends up with it. He's going to get pushed into touch, so he flicks the ball back in. Opawati just needs to find the ground here. He just stays up a little bit too high. Just a little bit of inexperience there by the fullback. You just see there, he's got to find the turf. Great kick.
Well done. Diffused by the Aussies. They've got some immense leapers out wide. Lomax, of course, maybe the premier flyer in the game, but on the other wing, of course, Xavier Coates. Here's Carrigan. It's been an energetic and physical start as we expected for Tonga, but can Australia knock a bit of the wind out of their sails here? Hudson Young towards the centre of the ground. 10 metres away. Grant scurries. Offloading to Carrigan. Back to Isaiah Yeo. Looking for an opening. Charges towards Lolohea. Less than a metre from the line. Harry Grant gets down and burrows. 6 more tackles. Carrigan now trying to drag this defence in tight. There's plenty of Kangaroo jerseys out towards the left. I fancy that's where their trick play is coming. Moses for Dearden for the hammer. Good defence. Really good cover by the men in red. Now Coates. They've only used 3 tackles on this refreshed set. It comes back to Dearden. And Grant Pio with that settling run. 7 away. Just outside the left-hand post. Dearden for the hammer. And away to Xavier Coates. He was left unmarked.
They're down that left side as Tommy Dearden's play very rarely kicks the ball. And there's 4 attackers and 4 defenders. He goes down the short side. Hemiso is amazing here. 4 attackers, 4 defenders. Hits Hemiso. Beautiful pass over the top. And Coates goes in the corner on the back of the 6 to go.
Well, that was class by Hemiso Tabuai-Fidow in the end to get the ball to Coates. And Tom Dearden, when he looks up, and where the back row is usually standing, he's got Adam Fanua-Blake, the big front rower that's been out there since the start of the game. Tired, He takes him on, creates the overlap, and then class from the centre, the hammer.
Well, he missed this one before, Zach. Brad Fittler spoke about the strong southerly breeze. Gee, that's a good angle to watch footy from.
It was surprising to see Coates unmarked out there. They've done such a good job in getting their numbers right, but on that occasion they just couldn't quite cover up. Yes, Brad?
Yeah, well, that's the 12th tackle on the Tongans' goal line. Harry Grant, on the 6th tackle in that last set, just saw a marker out of play. He just knew the ref had to give a penalty. He just backed himself. He's dead set ahead of the game, Harry Grant. Ahead of the game.
He misses the other side.
No good. Time off. Stay behind, guys. Stay behind. Stay on side. Stay on
A
side.
memorable afternoon for everyone here at CommBank, regardless of the outcome. The weight of support behind this Tongan team it never ceases to amaze. Wherever they go, they just get thousands and thousands. They turn it in the Tongan ring, flags waving.
And Reuben Cotter get the short straw, taken off the kickoff.
And we did see Tamalolo into the bench with a wet towel around his neck, so it might not have been as bad as it was at the start of the game, although they don't lack any size off the bench, do they? Paseka and Kalama among the reserves. And Siwa Wong, who's out there as well. He's in 17. This is Grant, now for Edwards. And Moses with a lot of time to execute his favoured kick into that right-hand corner, and Reuben Cotter, Mr. Reliable, leading the kick chase.
Just starting to get a bit sloppy at the ruck, Tonga. Improve that ruck defence. A couple of times there, plays left on the ground.
Oh, juggle and a regather.
Stand now. You dropped.
It was Keon Kaloamatangi, missed last week's game. But returns on the bench this afternoon. No Blake for Siwa Wong, who's put one down.
No look passes. Don't want to dress it up. Just give him the ball early and let him wind up.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go before half time. Only down by 2, the Tongans at the moment. 8 can be intimidating.
Dearden's been prominent today. Yo across to Reuben Cotter. Now Moses attacking. Away for Dearden. He brings Hamiso back underneath. He'll get within 5 of the line. Grant in there to dummy half. Moses now for Carrigan. Tries to spin out of the tackle, but Wong clings on, as does Havili. Pretty much under the black dot at the southern end of CommBank. Moses, good gathering with one hand. It's play 4. Sweeps it back to his halves partner Dearden. And now underneath to Crichton. Kalamatangi there in 19. Eli Katoa in 12. Dearden.
Yeah, once again, Dearden down that side. Doesn't like kicking. He'll run the ball. Good spot to give the ball back. Do you think he's told to do that, Billy, or he just lacks a bit of confidence with his short kicking?
Probably his default play, run the football. It was a decision by Harry Grant at dummy half. He had Moses on the right. He went to Dearden down the short side.
He played big minutes last week off the bench, Siwa Wong, and he gets a penalty here for a
And then you
leg.
haven't released Cup.
I think he's playing in the middle, Siwa Wong. Olakau'atu on the left side, normally plays on an edge, or can play in the middle. Clubland with the Roosters.
On the line, guys. On the line, wait.
Oh, rattling shot.
Sharp on his feet, isn't he? Alamonte.
And Sonny Luke on the field at dummy half for the Tongans. He's sharp out of dummy half. He's quick.
And there's Barnett waiting to come out. Long once more. On the Australian 20-metre line, the Kangaroos have gone back to back. And Tonga looking to try and reduce that margin, maybe even hit the lead. Half-time, 8 minutes away. Here's Sonny Luke. Isaiah Katoa. Flat pass to Taniela Paseka. As this magnificent chorus of song breaks out around Combank.
They're just a bit lost. When you get this attacking area, they just lose their way. Once again, attacking from the middle of the field.
There's Hopewati. Oh, nearly.
This is where their attack's got to flow. They get the ball left.
Isaiah Katoa dummies and runs himself. He's able to squeeze a pass out the back. It's taken by Luke. It's off to Hopewati once more. 2 metres away. From close range.
He's there.
Katoa, I think he dropped it. I think he's dropped it.
Yeah, he doesn't look confident. Eli Katoa.
Too honest.
Tackle
He's a
for him.
wonderful
I know
player.
try.
You
Confirm he
see
knocks
here
the
he
ball on.
stretches out with the right hand, but he doesn't look confident that he's got the ball down. Dearden in the tackle, Grant, Tabuai-Fidow, and also Coates. And he just puts it on the leg of Harry
Eli
Grant.
Katoa knocks the ball on in the in goal. Decision made.
Oh, that's their danger. Their back rowers, Olakau'atu on the left and Eli Katoa on the right. They can create some space in and around the small men of the Kangaroos.
Wait, Zach,
Down to you, Freddie.
Well, that whole set of six, I was watching the left-hand side. Olakau'atu, Kohler and Tupou, just to see what they were thinking. Lolohur just couldn't communicate with them. They looked confused the whole set. They didn't look dangerous in one tackle that whole set then.
And when that ball goes away from that left edge from Lola here, he's got to be talking to his group out there, Olakau'atu and Kohler. And also he's got to be talking to Katoa.
Moses.
Their attack just is not flowing whatsoever. 6 more.
This is the test now. A fresh set for the Aussies. Half-time beckoning, and Tonga need to defend this. It comes to Barnett, who's on the ground now. The oldest Kangaroo at just 30 years of age in this game. Fast play the ball. Grant, away to Edwards. Surging for the line.
Held up, tackle 3. Take it out 10, Dylan. Back foot, Ellie. Comes off.
Oh, there's some of these
Come on,
big Tongan forwards really breathing hard. They've got to find Defancy. Australia with an extended margin here before half-time will be hard to hold in the second half. Grant, nice. Dearden joins in. That's glorious. It took a deviation off a Tongan defender. And it wasn't played at. It was passed into an arm, so the tackle count stands as Dearden runs to the defence.
Last tackle. Back here.
Moses, he's kicking for Trebojevic. He got up and got a good leap on it. Australia scamper. Hudson Young thinks he might have a try in Kangaroos colours.
Well, was Turbo taken in
No,
the
they
air?
go off it.
Was he tackled
No
in the
try.
air because he had the football?
Confirm that
They
it's a
dropped
knock on
it
by Tom
short
Trebojevic.
of Tupou.
Come on,
And
Ash.
Tom Trebojevic, he flies high. Just watch the 18 Kohler. Does he try and make a tackle in the air? He's
Just
going for
looking
the
at a
football.
perspective on the direction of the ball from Tom Trbojevic.
Yeah, but goes forward.
Tom Trbojevic knocks the
Oh,
ball
that's a
on towards
contest.
the opponent's dead ball line. Decision made.
There was a real chance there.
Well, they defended their line really well, Tonga.
Well, that was a conscious decision to drop the ball short of Daniel Tupou.
Currently your
And put
mate,
Lomax out wide.
It's a great kick, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
Well, they've got Lomax and
Wait, you guys,
Trbojevic
wait.
as jumping targets on that same side of the ground.
And you got the Hammer and Xavier Coates on the other side. And some real targets.
Angus, wait!
You can buy a ticket for the ultimate bucket list from a sporting perspective to the sports and entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Right now they're available. 4 huge games, 1 epic ticket. The ticket and travel packages, they are up online, nrl.com/Vegas.
Hurry, Stan! Right here, guys.
Tangi distributing out left to Olakawatu. Hasn't seen a lot of ball today. Hamoli Olakawatu, one of 4 Manly players out there in this test this afternoon. And now Kaloa Matangi on the halfway. Eventually picked up by Sonny Luke.
Gives it a whack, doesn't he?
Edwards picking up good meters.
Back here, Gil. Okay, 10 yards.
And now Lomax could never be accused of letting the game meander along Zach Lomax. He's always it did, and so's he. Trbojevic waiting. Turbo with the afterburners. He's gone.
We spoke about Tommy Dearden down the left side. This try here, this is his pet play. The show and go, unforgivable really. And we've done their homework on Tom Dearden. Whenever he digs into the line, he'll dummy and go. Let's see on the replay who takes the dummy. Slow retreating once again, player left on the ground. Tommy Dearden gets out. As that Paseka gets up, passes the ball. You've got to say that's a soft try. Turbo, infield. From his right centre position, this will show it perfect. Jersey 16 there. Paseka. No eyes for Dearden whatsoever. Really poor defence.
Yeah, the trigger for Tom Dearden was there was players on the ground, defenders on the ground. He's at dummy half, he runs. He had forwards lined up there, but he said, I'll take them on. I've got space in front of me. Little show of the football. He is always at you, Tom Dearden.
Yes, Brad.
Well, the left side defence of the Tongan team let him down. The tackle before that was Zach Lomax. He was the right winger, so he was on the other side of the field. Tom Trbojevic was in the middle of the field. There was no one out here from the Australian team. The Tongan left-hand side were just marking no one. There's no Australian player out on that left-hand side, not one. And there's 3 Tongan defenders.
Stay behind, guys. Stay on side.
It's still a sight to behold. Tom Trbojevic sprinting away in clear air.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Did he touch it?
Yeah.
We did this twice at Suncorp 3 weeks ago.
Confirm that, Liam. Yeah, foot was out.
You just cannot get this wrong.
Yeah, for people at home, you don't have to catch the football. You just have to touch it. And you see Mitchell Moses just touch the football with his foot over the dead ball line. Well, if 8's intimidating, with 2 minutes to go on the clock before half time,
Let's go, guys!
they don't want any more here, Tonga.
Barnett Runs the Kangaroos close enough to Tonga's 10-metre line. They should have been working off their own end. Instead, they are attacking and looking for more points. Moses couldn't get through. Important tackle made from the inside. Tom Dearden, Isaiah Yeo, Dylan Edwards, and now Trebojevic with a catch and change of direction. He's going to try and muscle his way down, and he will. He'll go back to back, the Manly superstar.
Yes, Tom.
Can you get it down or not? I'm off.
That's a play for your country. And Tom Trebojevic, he scores one under the sticks just a moment ago.
Yeah, but
and he does it all
watch
on
your
his
live
own
read though.
here.
I thought no try. Okay, time off.
No try.
Coming after tackle 3.
And Ashley Klein's
Video review,
going
we
up
have
to the
no
bunker,
try.
He's been the player of the
Confirm
series.
that it is held up.
Turbo.
Pass around,
He
we don't
believes
need
he
hold for
scored.
second.
Does he get the ball down, Joey? Oh, Lehigh Hopperwhite, got his left hand underneath the football.
That's a save.
Well, that's
Just checking
that's
all
a call
available
by
angles
Ashley
to see if
Klein.
Tom Trbojevic grounds the ball or is held up.
Because if he awards the try, they probably can't take it off him. It looks like a try there, but the other angle, Lehigh Hopewadi, the #1 for Tonga, he gets his
The
left
ball
arm
always
underneath-
remains up. This is
underneath
held
the
up.
ball.
Decision made.
That's an incredible play, Lehigh Hopewadi.
Billy, is that something you've trained for as a fullback?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a part of your game. And last line of defence.
That's your Tom.
He was always of the impression playing fullback. If the opposition score, they've got to get through the #1.
Back foot.
You've got to give yourself a chance to stop the try. And it might only be that, your left hand.
So the threat has not dissipated yet because there's still 3 tackles remaining here for the Kangaroos and a bit over a minute left. Dearden with numbers to play with. Crichton. Always targeting Katoa, isn't he? He's a bully boy when he gets towards those halves on that left-hand edge. Here's Yo on the last play. They've got them stripped if they go through the hands. Turbo's going to get another goal there, and they stop him again.
Lost step, bring it out 10.
Great scramble.
10 by 10, play the ball.
Adam shot to pieces there. Tupou actually holds his nerve really well and waits for the scramble to come across. Lola here, I think, makes the tackle. With Adam shot to pieces. They all jam in. Watch Lola here. Look at the scramble.
That's Kohler.
Oh, it's Kohler. Oh, Tupou, he does a wonderful job there. Trusts his inside man.
I'll put that one down to Christian Wolf. And he's the one who selected Kohler in the centres, and the speed got him out of trouble there.
In 10 metres.
Freddie.
Well, the only time that Tonga beat Australia, they actually went in at half-time down 12 points to 6. That should give their team and their coach just that little bit of confidence you might need to come out and know that you've done it before.
Freddie, how's that breeze?
Well, sitting under the little dugout where we are, you don't really feel it, but this ground holds it so well. It comes in through the spaces at the top, and the flags are flying at the very top. But down at ground level, I've got to say, it doesn't feel that strong.
Tackle Ruben Cotter, he's been really good.
Well, they might be down by 10, but those 2 defensive efforts in the last minute or so, they have kept Tonga in this. Desperation from the outside backs, both bits of play on that man, Tom Trbojevic, one of them by Lehigh Hopewadi, the 19-year-old who actually came into the Manly team this year to replace Turbo at fullback when he was injured. So it's 14-4, the Kangaroos over Tonga. So Tonga believe. Can they turn belief into reality? Or will Australia march on and rightly wrong from 12 months ago when they were overpowered by New Zealand in this respective final? Here's Cotter. With dogged run. Gets within 13 of the halfway. Stopped by Kaloa Matangi. It goes to Yo now. Playing his 11th test for Australia. One-handed scoop by Grant. It goes to Edwards. He's been well marked this afternoon. Back to Harry Grant. And he's monstered by Paseka. Tackle number 5. Moses up and under. Lomax is sprinting. Was he taken out? He was certainly nudged, but all in the battle. All legal. Now Tolu Collar.
Just looking at the stats at half-time. Katoa tops the tackle count with 20 tackles for Tonga. Isaiah Katoa sending a lot of traffic his way.
No, it's Crichton. He's just whenever he gets the ball, he's just looking for it.
That's good.
Sonny Luke waiting. Sends it to Keon Koloamatangi now. Katoa with a shallow kick, and it's contested brilliantly. The offload. Lola here. Oh, he didn't get a good enough piece of it to get it past the hammer. And had he have done that, there were Tongan chasers. Oh, Paul Alamoti's got a problem here with the left arm. He's clutching that arm, the trainer with him, as you can see.
Yeah, no surprise who was chasing that kick. Ali Katoa. He's a real talent in the air.
Alamotti, he got that elbow. He got twisted up.
Is it?
Might be hyperextended.
Brad, it's all in front of you. Hang on. Dearden. Dearden goes himself. He's got Turbo there. Tom Trbojevic having a brilliant tournament.
Well, anticipation and footy smarts. There he is, Tom Trbojevic. There's none better. I'll get to Brad Fittler in a second when he coached Origin, and he gave Turbo a license to roam. He just knows when to put himself in a situation. Look where he is. He's just so smart with his footy. Even though he's at right centre, whenever he starts roaming, he gets the ball.
It was a Tom show. It started with Tom Dearden. Watch the spin here from Tom Dearden. And Katoa comes in and he just spins out of the tackle, sums up the situation. And as you say, Joey, he's everywhere. He knows where to be, Tom Trbojevic. He usually plays with the one on his back, but he's got this freedom to roam around the field and just pops up in the right spot at the right time. Freddie?
Well, there's plenty of concern for Paul Alamotti on the sideline. I watched him when the ball went past him. He just stopped. He couldn't run at all. So his left forearm, there's something definitely wrong with that. You're just talking about state of origin. The thing I did, Joey, was I didn't want to complicate anything. I just said, mate, you go in when you think it's right. He spent his whole time in there.
It's a great effect as well. The Kangaroos out of the blocks straight out of half-time.
Come off.
Played together all that much, Tom Dearden and Tom Trbojevic, but gee, they've developed a great combination.
Well, they both have great instincts of the game. They understand the game and they play the game the way they see it.
So a reshuffle here for Tonga with Alamotti off the field.
Is Eli Katoa going to right centre?
For the moment he has.
Geez, that's a target. I think Hemesar will be looking up, licking his lips. I think Isaiah Katoa may defend it at centre.
One would imagine he's not the player you'd want to make shift centre defending.
Well, at half-time, after half-time, Australia's, they're going up a gear. And Tonga just playing with that intensity we saw early in the game.
Here's Hudson Young driving through the middle. And now Grant thinks he caught the markers. Nothing forthcoming from our referee, Ashley Klein. Last play. Plenty of time for Moses to rip one high in the air. Lomax is coming. He waited for Hopewadi. That was so unfair. It was like a schoolyard bully. Oh, I could imagine the dread going through Lee Hopewadi's body then. There's the Australian Jillaroos co-captain Ali Briggins at 25 tests today. What an incredible career. And you consider we haven't seen, well, probably the last 5 years, women's international football didn't have the profile, but played so much more of it now, and she's been a wonderful contributor to the sport. Some breaking news now, Marley.
Yes, disappointing news for Paul Alamotti. We saw him come off a little earlier, clutching that left arm. It has been confirmed that he has dislocated his elbow and unfortunately will not be back at all in the rest of this match.
All right, Marley, thanks for that. We signed with Penrith for another few seasons, the end of 2027 the last couple of weeks.
The wind has totally gone out the sails for Tonga. Missing tackles.
Yeah, they really missed the power and the experience of Adam Fanua-Blake and Tomalolo. And they're sitting on the bench.
Well,
Kafusi also.
The spirit of the defensive line just isn't there.
Oh, tap on. That was lovely. And Coates sees open space. Trbojevic again. It's a triathlon for Turbo.
Are you sure he's the right centre?
Once again.
Coming up to tackle 5.
I thought the tap on.
Just looking at the tip on by Australia.
I thought the tip on
go forward
went
across
forward
the ground. You can rule on it. It's a knock on, not a pass.
Let's have a look here. Can they?
Well, Ashley Klein's just said if it's a tap on, you can rule because they're saying it's not a pass.
It's a tap, and they can rule on it.
Hamiso taps the ball on, which goes forward towards the opponent's dead ball line.
She's the dodge
Decision
one
made.
there, Tonga. They need to get together.
The ball, when he taps it, it's just a tap. It's a tip on.
And
So it's just a knock on.
their captain, Adam Fanua-Blake, needs to give him a bit of a bait. They just have not come out with the same intensity in the second half. He needs to get his troops. Needs more.
Well, the Tongan flags are still waving with great zest, though.
Yeah.
They're still feeling the power.
The defensive line hasn't got zest.
Stay close. Wind in, Dylan. Dylan.
Now that
Let's go.
is zest.
Let's go.
That is immortal zest.
Break.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a run.
Hurry, move. Back in, Mitch. Mitch. Mitch, too early. Mitch.
Sonny Luke. He's a handy player.
He's a good player.
He dropped down the pecking order at Penrith. I don't think he got a shot in the NRL this year. Just gone. Fascinating to see what happens with him. Unlimited skill. Not here now. Flat pass on Kawatu.
Well, that's better. Half back to 5'8".
Lola here again, across the line, he goes to Isaiah Katoa, pass misses the target. Sione Katoa is racing to get back there, he does, and he's collared by the hammer. And he's dragging him over the sideline.
Is he in the process of standing up?
What's happening here?
No, he's saying the tackle wasn't complete.
You weren't trying to get up, you're just throwing yourself out, which is different to
Well, I
standing
don't
up.
think Hammer flipped him over. I think he flipped himself over.
Play the ball.
He might have been looking for a penalty.
Play the ball in the middle.
Sione Katoa, he rushes back to pick up the loose ball. I think he flipped himself over. He's out-tricked himself.
What a year Isaiah's had. Back to Hudson Young.
Yeah, you can see the Aussies lining up on this left-hand side, looking to take advantage of Katoa and Siwa Wong.
And Mitch Barnett. Outside the 30, Harry Grant, flat to Dearden, flat to Crichton, sucks in defence, back to Harry Grant. They're going to go to the other way now. Although Yo straightens off a right foot and crosses the 20-metre line. He's tackled by Kalama-Tangi on play 5. Dearden again flat. Out the back, Moses. Intercept ball! Sione Katoa. Well, he used to be an absolute flyer, but he's pulling up here. He looks lame. Billy would have caught him on the pony during the week at Flemington.
Sammy would have got him.
It's still alive, though.
Especially with those white pants on, Bill.
Oh, no! Isaiah Katoa's dropped it.
Can we just call the footy, please? That was a real chance there for Sione Katoa. And we just see the desperation from the Kangaroos. There was 6 or 7 chasing. A well pass there by Moses. Just look at the green and gold coming across. And Turbo's there. Edwards, Coates, Dearden, Hammer. They're all back there.
Well, there's 6 Aussie players and not 1 Tongan player. And then the dummy half pass, it was a poor one. You got to take them at this level. Katoa played the ball. You could see 6 Aussie jerseys, not 1 Tongan jersey in frame.
Did you click Sammy up during the week? Did you pull the stick on him at any stage, or you just?
I found myself out of my ground a couple of times. I had to give him a little tickle along.
You know, Joey and I would have backed him if he was in a race during the week.
Talking the white pants.
No,
I was
Sammy the pony.
I text Billy a few times, see if I can get a pup out of those pants.
I'll get you a set.
Extra large in the seat. There's the turbos.
The whole gang's there. Yep. Jack might have been having a cheeky refreshment there as well. He's probably entitled to. The turbo season winds up after today. He's entitled to put his feet up as well. Here's Yo. I'm stunned by Sione Katoa. He was light when he burst onto the scene. I don't know whether he's carrying injury, but they're back in the score every time there. Oh, that's too long.
Well, that might be something the Tongan team needed. Leo Hopewadi decided not to catch the ball, hoping it to go dead. So someone's got to spark this Tongan team. Someone's got to spark them. A big run or a big tackle.
Well, they look out on their feet. They need to find some energy in attack. They might have an extra set here, but they've just got no energy at the moment.
How long till that? There we go.
There's some energy.
Kohler this time. A determined run by the teenager Lehigh Hopewadi. Played to Sonny Luke. Numbers down this left-hand side. Kohler again, receiving the pass from Lola here. Now Isaiah Katoa for Adam Fanua-Blake. He can offload and does. A kick now by Katoa. That's Eli Katoa aimed towards Sione, but the ball beats them all.
Well, the danger with bringing Taumalolo on, there's still 28 minutes to go in this game. You'd have to play the whole game. They've already used 5 interchanges. Australia have only used 2. They've got plenty up their sleeve.
You pretty much got to save one for the last 5 minutes, don't you, Bill?
Well, just in case you get an injury, you don't want to be playing with 12 men with the game on the line.
This November, don't miss former UFC superstar Tyson Pedro making his boxing debut, vying for the WBC Bridgerweight title. Don't miss all the action. It's November 20 at no extra charge to all Stan Sports subscribers, or you can catch all the action on 9Go. Moses through the hands. Nice work. Lovely passing. Lomax down the touchline.
Oh, they're lining up.
Throws a kick over the top. It's not going to sit. There were jumpers coming through everywhere with green and gold on them, but the ball bounces dead.
Yeah, it was Grant, Edwards and Dearden. They were flying through the middle. And they're going for the throat now.
They're out on their feet, aren't they, Tonga?
It hasn't stopped the magnificent celebrations from the Tongan fans, and they've got plenty to celebrate in the shape of this football team. My goodness, they bring something special to sport. Oh, Lomax comes racing out of the line and forces a mistake. Yep. Oh, it's playing.
Let's be sharper.
Now he's called knock-off.
Well, this field position here, they have to find something. I think if they can get a try. Aussies are going to challenge this one. I thought it went back.
Yeah, captain's challenge. Looking for a knock on. We were on the 0 tackle coming into 1.
I think the referee thought it went back too. I think it's been tipped up
I know that, yeah.
by the bunker.
I know that, but that's
Or the
why
touch
I
judge.
couldn't hear him to start with.
It goes back.
Harry Grant knocks the ball towards the opposition's dead ball line. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful.
Okay, unsuccessful to knock on. No more challenges.
Well, there he is. And Jason Tamalolo.
Let's go.
He was great in his first stint. He's got a card in his hand. And Christian Wolf can wait no longer.
You reckon he's popular?
Break. Stand there, you drop.
So there's his co-captain, Adam Fanua-Blake. If they can just pull a try back, can reinvigorate them maybe. Good ball, great tackle. Great tackle. Hudson Young. Now Taniela Paseka.
But they put a dent with Kalamatangi. They put another settler in. That's when they got it. The attack must flow.
On the advantage line, Fanua-Blake across to Eli Katoa. It's a really slow play the ball. Sonny Luke. Across to Katoa. There's space out here if they can catch and pass. Lomax got in the way.
Try saver.
Yeah. They were in.
There was a two-man overlap outside Zach Lomax.
Middle, shot clock on.
He's got great instincts, Zach Lomax. Keeps his eye on the football.
Someone grab a ball there, Drew.
And just watch him here. The last defender on the end of the line comes up and just throws his right hand out, collects the ball. They'll get 6 more here at the Tongans, but that was a try saver by Zach Lomax.
But the key is they opened up the field and it went half-back to 5'8" to fullback. Those 3 players have got to combine.
Hold there, Mitch. Let's go.
Halves, bring the fullback into play.
Release. Back foot, back foot.
And they're all bunched up behind the play the ball here. Eli Katoa this time. Another run for the Melbourne Storm. Gun second rower, 2 metres away. Kalamatangi, Isaiah Katoa, with all of his trickery out the back. Lehigh Pawadi gets feasted upon by Moses. Tuilola here. Keon Kalamatangi fends off Crichton, gives the pass away. No looker. Oh, look at the Kangaroos covering up. There's 6 of them there to cut him off. Stirring defence by the Australians. Fanua-Blake this time. Roller here, roller in behind. The chase is on. The try is scored. Hamali Olakawatu. Has he got Tonga back in the game?
Yeah, nice play. Nice play. They love it in the crowd. That's what they need. They need to try to lift them. But once again, they worked to an edge, opened up the field. And they combine. Catch, pass, into space. Beautiful kick lower here. And Olakau'atu, he didn't panic. Like the way he slowed down. Kick goes in, just slows himself down just to make sure. And they're back, Tonga.
There's still plenty of time on the clock. And Tuilola here, he's never been a structured player. He's in the Super League now, but even his time in the NRL, he always played what he saw in front of him. He sees the space, the rushing defence of the Kangaroos, and he kicks on instinct. And the big man, Harmoli Olakau'atu, he picks up the 4-pointer. Freddie.
Well, I've been watching him in the background, talking with Isaiah Katoa, and you can tell that's not a strong part of his game. He's the type of player that just likes to look up and just play off instinct. I've got to say, leading into that scrum just before that try, the Australians have done an incredible job keeping this crowd out of it. Not anymore. They're involved.
Well, every point's crucial now. These two, young Isaiah Katoa.
He's nailed it.
Stay behind, guys. Not early. Stay behind.
He's even bigger on the big screen. Harmoli Olakau'atu brings us back to 10 points with a quarter of the game remaining.
Xavier Coates has rattled up for Noah Blake. If you're doing that too much, Xavier, then I'll put you in the back row.
I can't imagine that'll be happening anytime soon.
They've come to life, the Tongan team. That try.
Lola here for the try scorer.
He would be a nightmare to defend, Olakau'atu. His footwork, his power.
And this bloke's not much fun either. This is the Taumalolo of 2015, the form he's been in the last couple of weeks. And he gets buried under that tackle as well. Xavier Coates taken down by Siwa Wong. Now the hammer! Wow! I think that was, I say it, Katoa.
No, the Tongans are going after the game now.
Edwards.
Great run.
There's Tongan Santa. Sounds like the title of a horror movie, doesn't it? Now Lomax.
Keon, let go. Where you are, Zach?
Carrigan back on the ground, so Melbourne has gone for his starting props. Carrigan and Collins both thrown out there at the same time. Dearden kicks down the left-hand edge. And the ball sits up in the field of play. Oh, how about that? Lovely. But a great tackle by Lindsay Collins. Mr. Effort. If Tonga could score the next try, it will be a finish for the ages. There's a good run by Collins. He's been excellent. Been 18th man for their two previous tests in the championship so far. Now for Taumalolo, and suddenly it doesn't look like there's as much energy in the Australian legs as there was earlier. Another bold charge by Fanua Blake, who's able to play it fast on the halfway line. Lola here. Edwards sprints back to his own 20. This is deafening here at Compact. It's amazing. Cuts. Picking up valuable metres, but tackled strongly by Siwa Wong in particular. Oh, and now Crichton buckled at contact and bounced away.
Well, we haven't seen that much this year. Angus Crichton going backwards.
Isaiah Katoa, he can whack for a halfback. He just whacked Angus Crichton. No one's done that this year.
Dearden. And Tabuai Fido resisted the urge to offload there. Instead, he's happy to succumb in the tackle and give Moses a kick from the halfway line. Oh, it got away from Opawati. He's pretty cool too for a youngster. Collins down there again, one out with a great tackle.
Yeah, one out. Just got a little bit slack on their kick return there, the Kangaroos. They've got to be careful. The ball's been in play just on 4 minutes now.
Fanua Blake on the ground again, and Sonny Luke takes off. Grant's able to bring him back though. Oh, ball on the deck, 6 more. It's an Australian knock on.
Yeah, you got to touch on it.
It's a big decision, this one.
Hudson Young.
He's been strong defensively, Hudson. Really strong. 44 tackles, Hudson.
Well, he showed great desperation here, Joey.
Wow.
He was competing, chasing the football. Just gets a touch on the ball there.
Come on.
And then dives on the loose ball. And this is a real interesting period. There's still plenty of time on the clock, but you just get the feeling that whoever wins this little battle here might go on with the game.
44 tackles, Hudson Young. Too close above his weight, Lehi Hopawati.
He's class.
He's fearless.
He's class.
Only 19.
He's the man Olakuatu. You've got to get him one-on-one with Moses.
Tamalolo.
Lindsay, Isaiah. Mark straight. Right, Harry.
Kalamatangi tried to step inside Harry Grant. Gee, Collins has been everywhere since coming back on in the second half. Now Isaiah Katoa, Lola here around the back, brings Hopawati in. Now Tolu Kola, left foot straightened. 9 metres away. Play number 5. Is there a cross kick? Is there a winning leaper? There's the first one. They're trying to get Katoa up in the air. I reckon that's touched the hammer. It's a penalty to Tonga. He's offside.
And we'll get another set here. And the kick was for Ali Katoa.
It was a great kick, wasn't it? Landed on the spot.
Yeah, he's a real weapon in the air. He's already come down with 1 kick in this half. You see there the 12 in the red jersey.
Listen to the singing. Oh, it's so good.
You can't help but be uplifted, regardless of what's happening on the field. Great offload. Sonny Luke, Jason Taumalolo. Now Fanua Blake. Singing will turn into an eruption of unadulterated screaming if they can score one here. Taumalolo's 2 metres away. Tonga trying to breach the Kangaroos goal line defence. Oh, the pass wasn't a good one and the tackle was special.
Yeah, it was slightly behind him.
They've lost a little bit of momentum there. You fancy they were just about to strike. On the Kawatu, no, the ball's been knocked out and there was a chance for Australia to pick it up and run away. It's a double knock on, the first against Tonga.
There's a real chance on the right-hand side. And the pass from Katoa to Hopawati. It was just slightly behind Hopawati. If he had it out in front, he may have been able to pick up his outside men. And great tackle by Hemiso. He's done a good job, Mitchell Moses.
Hasn't he? Defending really well.
Yeah, really committed.
Well, Marley, as we have a look above Combank Stadium, what a memorable afternoon. What have you got for us?
Well, it's certainly been an incredible atmosphere, and I can tell you officially there are 28,728 people here, most of them Tongan fans, and as they start singing again, what an incredible afternoon it's been.
Whatever you do, don't let Freddie join in the singing, okay?
I promise.
Here's Lomax. They stack the short side once more. Here's Hamiso. He's forward pass.
And the call come from the touch judge.
It was the marker pressure here, Bill. The marker pressure on Harry. And when Harry passes the ball, he actually stops. Watch Harry Grant here from the marker pressure.
Well, he gets the arm. His Melbourne Storm teammate, Eli Katoa, he just chops at that right arm. And that pushes the ball forward. Just watch there. He just chops at that right arm and the ball goes forward.
He did one of those in the grand final. It was a big, big play. Might have been on Nathan Cleary.
What a warrior. Harry Grant.
Come on. Break!
Felix Kafusi heading back out there now for Tonga. Olakawatu aims at Mitchell Moses.
Well, he stands his ground, Mitchell Moses. Being brave.
Whenua Blake. Where can they strike here? Sonny Luke. Accelerates from no half. Olahea underneath. Back to Olakawatu. He's driven into the turf. 8 metres away. That was forward.
Great tackle.
All the Australians called it forward. It was a spectacular bit of defensive work. Right under the sticks. Bounces off an Australian leg. 6 more tackles. Here's Isaiah Katoa. All his teammates were waving their arms ferociously, trying to tell him the tackle count had been restarted. They've got to come away here with a try. Felice Kafusi has Tonga 3 metres out. My goodness, they will go bananas if they can score here.
He's got a head injury. Can they play tackle through here with Felice?
Lindsay Collins.
He's got a head injury.
Well, this was called by the referee, Ashley Klein.
You're on the ground. The last thing I want is to try to score while you're lying down.
He's had a big couple of months, Lindsay.
You're on the ground.
It's a head clash.
That's not an injury, you say? I'll say an injury.
He's got a head injury, so I've got to do
That's a graze.
It'll be tackled too.
Well, here's the replay from Felice Kafusi.
Whoops. Oh,
That's Angus's massive
oh,
melon.
that's a big melon, isn't it?
Why does it happen? Why do we all laugh?
Oh.
Well, they get a break, the Aussies. Is he going to get a Hannibal Lecter? They're going to do the strapping.
Oh, I hope
Please.
so. They're all tough, aren't they? But there's fewer tougher players in the game than this player.
And Olakawatu, the last month, has shattered his ribs that many times. He just keeps getting back up.
Taumalolo, pass wasn't good. Picked up on the bump by Lolohea.
Hot move! Back here, both feet, Angus.
You just get this feeling here, if they can score, it's within reach for Tonga. They aren't wilting like they were last week against New Zealand. They're finishing strongly. Sonny Luke, Katoa, Eli Katoa at the back, ball's on the ground, it's been swooped upon by Xavier Coates.
Yeah, great tackle, Tom Dearden. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow was in there as well. And the little number 6 for the Kangaroos. He just chops Eli Katoa down around the legs. Brilliant tackle here, look at that.
He's been good, Hudson Young.
Oh, the ball ball's been forced out of Carrigan's grasp this time.
Well, that's a similar tackle. And Felice Kafusi, we're accustomed to see him tackle in this zone. Just watch him come here with the right shoulder. He drives in with the right shoulder, in underneath the ball, and creates the error. Big number 10, freshly on the field. You don't see that a lot these days, coming in that zone.
Isn't he a great defender?
17 origins, Andrew, for Les Kafusi, and that is a real origin effort. In fact, it's on his origin teammate.
Okay, let's go. So fuck off. Break.
Centre field scrum. We're inside the last 10. They've got to find the first of what needs to be 2 tries in the next minute or so, you fancy. They've had a lot of ball down Australia's end recently. Breaching this Kangaroos defence is much easier said than done, though. 6 more tackles will help. Taumalolo, 8 away. Here's Isaiah Katoa. Now Elliot Katoa. Grant gets across around the legs with Angus Crichton. 2 metres short. Floating pass. Fanua Blake's there. He's going backwards. He ducks under them. He tries to keep going. Fanua Blake's 5 metres away. Sonny Luke, short pass. They've lost the ball inside of the line. The crowd went off, but they lost it, and Moses picks it up.
Great defence. Is that Isaiah Yeo? I think he was the last defender there.
He looked over Olakuatu. Here's the replay.
Oh,
Isaiah Yeo.
Tackle by the captain. After the year he's had playing the full season with Penrith, going through winning the Comp and Origin and this Pacific Championships, to pull out an effort like that with 9 minutes left in the year says everything about the bloke.
Yeah, yet to have a break too. He won't be coming off. Oh, he's coming off right now.
I think he's earned it.
Timing.
What a footballer. Matt Burton on the ground.
Last tackle, Dewey.
Have we seen Lindsay Smith yet? Here's Lomax, chasing hard, taken by Hobblewadi. But Lomax there wraps him up, ball and all. Brad, I think you with the sidelines. Lindsay Smith getting, is he edgy down there on the bench?
No, I just saw the trainer go up and give him a bit of a tap on the shoulder.
Okay.
He hasn't rose to his feet yet.
Hoping to be Kangaroo 8-5-8. Oh, yeah, he's edgy. Oh, Burton on the taking Patel out. Yeah. It was innocuous, but he pushed him in midair and luck.
You can't have any contact now on any kick-up.
There was no attempt to tackle at all.
Here he comes, the young man.
Well, there's 7 minutes to go, Joey.
Yep.
7 minutes. Oh, there's a bit of a push and shove in the backfield too.
Oh.
Adding Fanua Blake, Lindsay Collins.
Come off.
There were 4 Tongans on Lindsay there.
Walk away, Lindsay.
You're outnumbered.
This is the chance. They've had plenty of chances the last 10 minutes. But the game's now. They need 2 tries, the Tongans.
Wait.
The first one will be the hardest.
A damaging run by Taumalolo. 3 metres away. Out the back for Fanua Blake. Off the line comes Lindsay Collins. He's been just huge in the second half. Right underneath the post here. Felice Kafusi playing on Elliot Katoa. Did and again got him, but they keep the ball alive. Siwa Wong. Wong for the line. He's not going to get there.
Look at the scramble.
And they try the best theory, and it's going to yield a try. He got it there.
No.
Another one for Katoa.
No.
I don't know.
Did he drop it?
No try.
I have no try.
He got the ball down.
The front of the ball is up
bobble it
initially, and
before he
I
got
believe
it
it's lost when an Australian hand comes
Ellie
through to try and hold it up.
What a game he's had.
straight and hard. And Dylan Edwards there. Dearden. It's a try. I think it's a try.
Did he lose it?
Just looking to see if Ellie Katoa grounds the ball.
Well, he initially puts it on Edwards' forearm, and then he slides it. He's still got control.
Looking for all available angles.
What do you think, Joey?
I think it's a try.
I don't think it
Ellie
comes away from
Katoa
his
remains
forearm.
in possession and grounds the ball in the end goal.
It is a
Decision
try.
made.
Game on.
Wow.
Well, the Tongans will be within a try. The kick
Look
will
at
help.
this, boy. Look at this atmosphere. Goosebumps.
We might want to go down to Brad Fittler. You're amongst this, Freddie.
Well, I can barely hear you talk through my earpiece. The sound's incredible. I've never heard sound like this in this stadium. I've never seen so many flags, so many people to their feet. The sideline's quite calm. They're doing their job, the Tongan sideline. They'll want to kick this, because if they do score again, he'll kick the win. He always seems calm. He's...
It's bounced off the upright and missed. The touchies didn't know if it went over.
They both looked at each other.
Replay the touchy.
Stay behind, guys. Stay outside. Okay, you're all right.
6 points the difference. Now, if you want to know what two touch judges being confused at the same time looks like, we're about to show you the replay of it because they didn't know if it went over or not.
They both looked at each other. They said, what are you going to do? Are you up or down?
We're down, no goal, 2014. Lindsay Smith is out there. The Panthers' premiership interchange forward. Here's Olakau'atu, 4.5 to play. Can Tonga snatch a famous victory? Or can they send us to Golden Point, more to the point? What a way to end the season. And we're still got a game to come, by the way. New Zealand and PNG coming up next on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Coates. Kafusi leading the kick chase. Here's Lomax. Oh, he wanted to offload. And he's got Kohler going for a piggyback ride. Tom Trebojevic.
Well, Australia just need to turn the ball over down the other end of the field. The last 20 minutes, they've just been gifting field position to Tonga.
Oh, boy, jammed.
What a tackle. Katoa.
Here's Lindsay Smith. His first touch in a Kangaroos jersey. What a special moment. When Mal's had faith in him. Oh, he's been taken out, Moses. That's a silly play by Taumalolo.
No, he said it's fine.
Oh, well, he's clearly in mid-air.
He said
Brought him down
he's
gently.
signalling that
Play
he
the ball in
holds
the
on to
middle.
it.
Well, that's a lottery now. Toss the coin, hope for the best. There was one to Katoa only moments ago.
So how did Tonga make a long-range break? Who do they go to? Is it the speed of Kohler? Is it a kick?
Well, the halves have got to get together.
He's got to come off offloads. In second phase football, You get the ball to your creative players and find the speed.
Not acceptable. Shot clock on. In the middle.
I'd imagine there's so many Tongan people around the world watching this. A couple of my mates who have come to the game. They've had families fly in from over in America. Your team's done you very proud. This has been some game.
40 year for Zach Lomax. Instrumental in the Blues Origin win and his first taste of Test footy as well. Played by Carrigan. Burton first receiver. Smith tackled around the legs by Eli Katoa. Look, there'll be maybe a set left for the Tongan team, but it's going to come at their own end, but they've got to stop the Aussies first. It goes to Tom Trebojevic. He's pulled down on the 10. Now Moses has got himself in behind the play here. Across to Hamiso. Coates up and over. Surely it can't be a put down from there. Not like the one earlier in the year. The referee says he scored.
What a finish to the season for Xavier Coates. He flies through the air. Does he get it down? This will look brilliant here on the Harvey Norman replay. Dearden Moses gets the ball to Hammer and just gives Xavier Coates plenty of time.
It's a repeat.
He doesn't get as high, but he's certainly out of the field of play. Look at that.
Go away.
Oh, no. Has he dropped it?
He's dropped it.
And just watch the right hand. The desperation from Katoa. Oh, just enough. They give himself one last chance, Tonga.
Under review, potential knock on.
There's a clear separation. The ball is knocked on in the in goal. Decision made.
That was a stunning attempt. It doesn't come to fruition. Now Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne viewers are about to leave us for the news to watch the Kiwis versus Papua New Guinea. Head over to 9Gem and we'll have the presentation of the Cup following full-time here on 9Gem as well. Oh, look at that. Bullocking defence by the Aussies. They've dragged him out.
They've lost it.
A knock on.
You let go of the
In fact,
ball.
it's a knock on before that. So the Kangaroos are going to do it.
Coming up to tackle one, decision under review. Looking for a knock on. Eli Katoa lets go of the ball.
There is no stripping action from Hamiso. Eli Katoa lets go of the ball. The captain's challenge is unsuccessful.
It's a scrum, yeah? It's a knock on. Let's go, guys. It's a scrum.
What a season Eli Katoa's had.
Let's go, guys. In here.
And you could say the same for that man Isaiah Go.
No wait, guys.
One of the great modern players, and in the opinion of many, one of the great forwards that the game has seen. The new Australian captain just continues to notch up achievement after achievement. And another one coming up. The captain of the victorious Australian Pacific Championship side. Australia are the champs. 2014 on a memorable afternoon at Combank Stadium.